everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video we will be ranking every Indigenous Guernsey for the 2022 AFL season. Today we're going to see some new inclusions, some new patterns and designs that some AFL teams have decided to bring in for their 2022 Indigenous design. Before we get into the video, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to drop a sub, and we'll get straight into the video. Now, it's a yearly tradition for pretty much every AFL YouTuber out there to do this ranking video, so today we're on Tier Maker. We've got this lovely tier maker created by UCAT. Shout out to him. He created this this year's tier maker for the Indigenous Guernseys. We've got phenomenal, great, okay, average, and poor. So 5 tiers to rank from: 2 in the upper class, 2 lower class, and then the middle section. We'll get straight into it. So Adelaide have gone. Adelaide always have pretty decent Indigenous Guernsey designs. I always do rate them. I feel like this one has gone a little bit over the board. I think there's a bit too much on the Guernsey. Now, obviously, I shouldn't have to point this out, but I will anyway. Obviously, this isn't ranked on like the background of the Guernseys. It's clearly based on looks, how it looks on the field, etc. Yeah, definitely nothing behind why it was created and stuff like that. That is not what we're ranking on today, and that's never what we'll be ranking on. So Adelaide, I feel like they've gone a bit overboard with this one. I'm going to be putting it in okay. I feel like some previous years definitely have been in these top 2 tiers, but for now, going to be putting in okay. You know, I love the colours. I love the colours fit together really well, but I feel like they've gone very overboard with this with this Indigenous crow design. So I'll put it in okay to start off the video. Brisbane have always had some pretty slick ones as well. There's never really bad Indigenous Guernseys. Like they all look pretty bloody clean. But yeah, Brisbane, they've gone with maroon obviously as the base colour. I think I'm gonna either put this in, I think I'll put it in average for now. I feel like average is just like a really slight tier below okay. I'm going to be putting, Adelaide in okay, and I'm going to put this in average. I'm actually not a fan of the Brisbane one. I feel like there's just not enough. Like, it's very simple, very basic. Carlton, wow, this is actually really outstanding. I'm going to be putting this in great. That is a really good design. I feel like they've just put enough in there. It's a perfect balance of colours, the colour scheme, the design, everything in there is just the perfect balance. You've got beautiful patterns, as pretty much all Indigenous Guernseys do. And yeah, the colours are just absolutely beautiful. Moving on to Collingwood now, they've gone with well, let's just face it, they've gone with a poor design. I really don't like Collingwood's design for this year. Very simple, way too simple for me. Certainly not enough on there. And if I'm saying Brisbane don't have enough, then look at the Pies one. That is really poor from Collingwood. So I'll be putting Collingwood's bottom tier in poor, and hopefully we can get some Guernseys ranging down the tier. Moving on to Essendon. I am a fan of this one. It'll be joining Carlton up in great, I reckon. The red glow of the Guernsey is really elite. I really do rate it. And yeah, it's going to be joining Carlton. So yeah, the red glow is, bloody makes it stand out and looks really good. Next up, we have the Freo Dockers, designed by player Sonny Walters, Michael Walters. You know, Freo, I'm always quite a fan of the Freo ones. Not really any bias into the Freo Guernseys. I'll put it in okay. I feel like it's a decent design. I think it'll overtake Adelaide. I feel like, once again, sort of similar to Carlton, it's a really nice balance. Usually we have boomerangs as the V's on the jumper, and this year we have decided to go with some, I think, feathers, it looks like. So yeah, good to be switching up the designs, because ever since I could imagine we've gone with the boomerang for the V, so good to switch it up. We're going to put it front tier of okay. Moving on to Geelong, they have the same kit as last year, so I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm going to put Brisbane in front of it, I think, just because, you know, they've updated their Guernsey for this year, and also I think Geelong's is a bit plain. They've just gone with sort of a squiggle, like, clash kit. It doesn't, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't really look great. The balance isn't there for me. Bit too much going on at the bottom of the jumper. Gold Coast is up next, and Gold Coast have a decent design. I'm going to put it middle of okay. I feel like Gold Coast always have a similar design each year. They always have something to do with the red, the orange, yellow, blue, just all those colours always mixes in well with the Indigenous patterns and symbols. Pretty interesting design from the Suns, and yeah, pretty similar to what they have pretty much every year, but you know, every year they seem to put out something pretty well. So yeah, they will overtake Freo and yeah, go in the top end of okay. Generous Giants are up next, and I love this one. I actually rate it. I rate it more than Essendon, and to be honest, I feel like Essendon's could go down. I feel like I like the glow about it. I like how it stands out, but I really don't. I'm not a fan of the wide sash, so I'm going to put it top end of okay, the Essendon one, and I'm going to let the Giants one sneak up here. I feel like it's on the exact same level as clean as the Carlton Guernsey we have in grey as well, so I think they're on the exact same level. Maybe it could just overtake Carlton soon, but I'm going to just leave everything as it is, and then at the end, if I feel like anything should change, I'll switch it up. Moving on to the Hawks, and previous years the Hawks haven't really been doing it for me, and this year I'm actually really not sure about this. I know a lot of people have been rating the Hawks one, but there's not really enough going on for me. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in between Brisbane and Geelong. There's not enough going for me. I feel like it's way too simple, way too, like, I guess it is clean, but I'm not sure why they've just put those spaces on the sides of the jumper like what Gold Coast have in their home and away Guernseys and stuff. I don't know, I don't think that was the way to go for this year. Like the design in the middle, I don't know, just not really much is doing it for me in this Guernsey. It's just not a fan at all. I'll be putting it in the middle part of average. I think it just deserves to go there. There's not much going. Moving on to the D's, and the D's, I feel like I could say they've overdone it, but I think they've done a good job of overdoing it. I feel like, you know, with the Crows, they've overdone it with just heaps of different colours and stuff scattered everywhere. I feel like with this D's one, they've added everything in sort of the right place. So you can see the bottom, they've got a lot of pattern, a lot of design with the red as the background. And then at the top, they've got the blue, the navy blue, the sky blue colour, and also the red boomerang as well as the V. And they've also got two hand symbols at the top of the jumper with a white glow. So I feel like the D's, they've definitely overdone it, but they've overdone it in a pretty cool way. This is going to be my first one. I'm going to put this one in phenomenal. I feel like this North Melbourne bouncing kangaroo Guernsey. Who doesn't love a good old bouncing kangaroo on the North Melbourne Guernseys? It looks bloody phenomenal, to say the least. And just everything, once again, the colour scheme is perfect. The colour balance, everything about this jumper stands out to me. It's really good. The kangaroo has a white glowing border in the background. The kangaroo is also filled with Aboriginal circle patterns. And then the top of the Guernsey as well has these little beads. And yeah, even the stripes have patterns in them too. Everything is good. Love the design down the bottom left. Just, you know, add a little bit more into it. And I feel like, once again, perfect balance. And this is the best Guernsey we've seen so far. Moving on to Port Adelaide. Yeah, I love the matte black. I really do love the matte black. I'm going to be putting it in, I think, end of great. I think of end of great, maybe there. I think I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll put them top end of great. Yeah, I love the matte black designs, and putting some teal, some white in there. You know, they've gone very subtle, gone very slick with the white that they've decided to produce into this jumper. Moving on to Richmond, and to be fair, it's just a simple design that they sort of do every year. It's just a normal. It's pretty much a normal Richmond Guernsey. You just get a normal Richmond Guernsey and put some circles and some lines on the sash and pretty much called it an A. I'm going to be putting in average. It's nothing too special. I feel like Essendon, Richmond facing off Dreamtime at the G. You need something a bit more exciting than that for a Tigers perspective. Moving on to the Saints. Wow, this is incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it. You've got Nicky Winmar holding up the shirt, pointing to the Indigenous skin. You've also got the really thin red and black sashes fade in to the massive white in the middle. I really love how they've done that. They've made the main colour of the Guernsey white, but still haven't forgot to put the black and the red, and there's black and red scattered everywhere. Haven't overdone it. Perfect balance. And the Saints going to be joining the Roos. Have been phenomenal. Moving on to the Sydney one, I really do rate this one actually. I really like how the Swans have added some blue into their Guernsey. Not sure why, but this Guernsey actually really does fit the Swans. I love how they've gone with the different colour scheme. The blue really fits into the Swans Guernsey. I'll be putting it here. I'll be putting it in between. I feel like it's definitely a big jump from the D's one, but I feel like just one step behind the GWS and Carlton Guernseys. Two more jumpers to rank. We have the West Coast Eagles one. I feel like this is a decent jumper. I feel like it's decent. I'll be putting it, I think here is a good spot for the Eagles one. I feel like it's balanced out well, and yeah, it's a slick, nice Guernsey, very subtle, very nice, and everything blends into the Guernsey, yeah, spectacularly. And last but not least, we have the Western Bulldogs that also have the same design as their Guernsey last year for Indigenous round. Do rate this Guernsey. They've got the main colour blue, and then they've got the blue circle in the middle, which is gradient blue, and also have the red, blue and white stripes as well in the middle of the jumper. Really love this Guernsey. I'm gonna put it maybe top end of okay. I don't feel like it's on the same level as Carlton and GWS, but I feel like it's better than, actually I'm gonna move Essendon's back. I'm actually not too much of a fan of the Bombers one. I think that's where we're gonna leave the ranks for today. So we've got North and Saints in the phenomenal tier. We have Carlton, GWS, Sydney, Melbourne and Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide just sneaking into the great tier. We have the Dogs, Gold Coast, Freo, Essendon, West Coast and Adelaide in the OK section. We have the Tigers, the Lions, the Hawks and the Cats. And in poor, we have the Magpies. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. More content should be coming out soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And I'll see you all in my next video.